And like kind of last question here, you had alluded to this consistency, this over time. So what are some small things, that can make a big impact over time, when it comes to health and fitness?
You know what we haven't talked about yet?
What's that?
Nutrition.
Let's do it.
If we have a pie chart, I would give nutrition 70% of that pie. I would give fitness 30% of that pie. Is that too much?
Can't be an apple pie, right?
No.
Cannot be an apple pie. That was good, but
Unless it's a holiday, you're good.
like listen, you can slog away at the gym day after day after day, but if your nutrition is very poor, you're just not going to see results. You're going to be lethargic. You're going to lack energy. I would argue if your nutrition is super poor, you're going to end up fizzling out anyways at the gym. That's not good. Uh-oh. Are you still there, John?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I
Yeah.
lost it for a second. We're good. So nutrition is critical. And I mentioned this earlier, like when people start a fitness regimen, whatever, it seems to like begin to bleed into other areas of their life. So many times the fitness comes first, and then people realize like, oh man, I'm not really like seeing that type of progress I was seeing initially. I'm starting to fizzle out. Well, why? Let's look at your nutrition. Oh, so here's some things we can really clean this up. And that makes all the difference in the world. I'm telling you, garbage in, garbage out. Nutrition is critical.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in regards to that answer, I think I 100% agree. It's, again, I go back to the simplicity, right? To gain some traction, right? With fitness, with nutrition, some little things you can do is just drink more water, right? Okay. Start with that. Like just drink water. Like don't drink your calories. All right. I recently was able to do a certification through CrossFit, and that was like a big one. And they're just like people have like self-efficacy. People have to believe they can change before they do. And I think a part of that starts with what are little tiny things that I can do to help build that self-efficacy, right? So I think that little thing is water. Don't drink your calories when it comes to it. Fitness, maybe that's just starting with 10 minutes a day, right? Maybe that starts with just going out of your comfort zone and trying something initially, right? And at a gym. With fitness, it could be, hey, I've heard the saying of like, try to eat your food from something that has a mom, right? Or you can get from the ground, right? Yeah. Meaning, right? So it's like you're thinking protein source, you're thinking fruits and veggies.
I've heard another one, like if it grows on a plant, eat it. If it's made in a plant, don't.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So I think it's like there's so many ways to simplify or to think of it that way, but I think those are just a few to at least get you started.
So nutrition is the most important part of this whole conversation when it comes to recovery. And then the other components, hydration, sleep, stress management, these are all really important as it relates to fitness, because when you work out, you're actually breaking down your body. And you really see the gains when your body has the chance to recover. That's where the adaptation from the exercise comes from. So recovery after your exercise is super important. I love that saying. I've never heard that before. Don't drink your calories.
Right.
Like, what does that mean? Like, water doesn't have any calories. If I'm slugging Coca-Cola all day, I'm slugging down tons of calories because of that beverage, right? That was a really good, man, you're full of them tonight.
He is full of them. Looks like you hired the right guy, Jonathan.
What did you say?
I said, it looks like Jonathan hired the right guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Some days, maybe.
Well, guys, thank you so much for sharing tonight on fitness and the unprofessional and something that God really cares about. He made us. We're physical beings, and we're also spiritual beings and emotional beings, all tied together. So thanks for what you're doing, not only for folks in fitness, but also what you're doing for the kingdom by investing in folks and kind of trying to love them as Jesus would. And, what you're doing is, in fitness and as business owners, it's ministry, right? So I think people sometimes get confused that, oh man, I have to be a missionary to the Congo in order to be in missions. Well, no, or I have to be a pastor to be in ministry. No, like whatever God calls you to, and walking in that in obedience, like he has a lot of things he wants to do through fitness guys and business owners. So thanks again for joining us, and I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, John.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Well, blessings.
Yep. See ya.